Easy people, melodymedic.com here. I was just looking down the comments for my previous tutorial, and a Stefan, please, I don't mean to butcher your name if I say it wrong, Stefan Pristansky was asking about vocals and running out of memory, so it made me think, well, how would I do the technique of recording vocals on here? So this is my technique, and it should work on anything. It's not necessarily Akai Force, it's like right across the board, because I use Cubase apart from the Akai Force, but it should work on any DAW type thing. What I've done is I've set up 4 tracks. The first track is what I call a reference vocal, and what I do is I just mumble to the rhythm. So I just make a mumble, no words, it's not about the song, it's whatever the music is, and then I'll mumble to it. I always say I'll do the words later. If I get the rhythm, that means you either like the rhythm or not, and then the second time around you'll start listening to words. But anyway, that's for another time. So this is what I did my little mumbling thing. So it's basically like that mumble. I match up my syllables and find words what work to the syllables. This tune is called Sith Lord. So I've just done a quick one. These syllables don't match up, but it gives you a rough idea of the technique. So I've got my mumble track and I wrote some words around it. I've got another 3 tracks. I've got vocals 1, vocals 2, and then 2 tracks where I can go between each one. And then I've got my monitor track, what you're hearing now, and that's just to monitor the sound so I can speak to you. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just do everything after the bar. So it's either on the bar or after the bar, so it's just going to be practice the force like a Sith Lord. So then that's ready to record. I've got my record thing on the reference one, which I don't want it to be. I want it to be on the vocals. So I'll do the first line and then I'll come back to the next thing. Practice the force like I was a Sith Lord. Right, and do you know what I did underneath that? I forgot to mute the other mumbly track. So practice the force like I was a Sith Lord. Right. So I've got that one. Now I'm going to do the next. I could have done it more than that. You can do it 2 bars. You can do it 10 bars. I'm just doing it 1 bar at a time to show as an example. So now I'm going to do the second line. So I'll have that play, and then I'm going to come in with the second line after. So what I feel I'll do is I'm going to give myself a little bit more space. I've got space so I can come in on that line. That's perfect, 2 bar length, perfect. Normally it might have stopped at 1 bar because I just stopped, but it's 2 bar length. If it isn't, always make yourself enough space so that it doesn't cycle around, so you don't end up talking over yourself. So I'm going to do the second line now. So make sure that that's on the record arm, and then here we go. Practice the force like I was a Sith Lord, channeling my sound through what I can afford. And now, if I look at that if I play this is what's going to happen. Both at the same time now. Channeling my sound like what I can afford. That's no good. Can't use that. So what do I need to do? Well, I just need to make that loop a bit bigger, because I know that I'm going to be doing it on the second bar. So go to the grid, zoom across, here we are, this piece here, zoom in, zoom out a bit. I've got it on snap, so if I click that, I can just move that to the second bar, and now I've got two lines. Practice the force like I was a Sith Lord, channeling my sound through what I can afford. Okay, so then what do I want to do next? Alright, well I've copied this down to the second one, so stop record, take record off just to show. So got that, and then I'm going to do my next 2 lines. So many might applaud, others who were frauds, and then I'm going to just say something chalkboard, because it's just quick and I haven't wrote out, so I'll make it up as go along. So again, many might applaud while others who were frauds. I say, oh no, I did that wrong, do it again. Because I did do it wrong, do it again. I'll play. Wait a sec, undo. I'll just delete that, just do it again. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. I'm sure I said that wrong, but never mind. And then I'll go, oh yeah, I've got that. So let me do the second line. Same technique again. I'll punch in and then just stop after I've done it. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something chalkboard. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in the chalkboard. So there's a mumbling. Right, so again, same thing. Both on at the same time. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. No good. Go to the clip. Remember how long it is. So I'll select the one that I want, which is that one. It's already on there. And then I'm in the right place, so all I have to do is move that there. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in the chalkboard. Practice a false like I was a Sith Lord. Channeling my sound through what I can afford. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in the chalkboard. So I could keep going like that. Cows come home and I'm doing it all down. Now you might ask yourself, well, wow, that seems a bit long, that. Obviously, I've just done that a bar at a time. There's nothing that stopped you from doing a bar at a time. You could do that at 8 bars a time. So you could have it flipping at 8 bars a time. You could have it at 16. The only thing why you probably want to do it that long is, well, how could I punch in? Well, you can't. So that's the pros and cons of this as they are at the moment. So I would probably say, yeah, the maximum you probably want to do it is 4 lines at a time. So 4 bars at a time of whatever it is you're doing. As soon as I've got all of this, so I've got what I have here. Practice a false like I was a Sith Lord. Channeling my sound through what I can afford. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in the chalkboard. Right, I can get rid of this, and this is a good way of saving memory. Even though I don't think it'll take up a lot of memory, I can do this. I can go to menu, and I can go to looper. 4, so I know the length that I want to record is 4 bar length, right? Make sure that's clear, everything, Bob's your uncle. So then now I need to just change that to resample mode, and this is what I would advise doing. Maybe if you got to 16 bars and you want to consolidate all the 16 bars. So you've got what you're doing down here, and you've got to 16 bars. Doesn't matter how you've done it, but you've got to about 16 bars. All you have to do is go to solo, and then all you have to do is set that up to record, and as soon as you press that, that's going to record 4 bars. And remember the tempo, because I've got a beta version, so this might be a beta version issue, because last time when I tried it, it sometimes gives you odd numbers. Double times might not do that. Like I said, I've got the beta version of this at the moment. I'm part of the beta test of things. This actually has got an arranger, but because under the NDA I can't really show it. So if somebody wants to arrange a full song in here, you can do that. I can't really show that, so I'm just showing you how you can do it at the moment. Right, so then here we go. Practice a false like I was a Sith Lord. Channeling my sound through what I can afford. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in the chalkboard. So then all I have to do is go export, and then choose where I want it to export. So I'm going to export it to here, just so that you can see what it is that I've been doing. And then if I go to that clip, it's there. Let's make sure it's full length. Right, for some reason it came in at 3. Why? I don't know. So we want to have that at the full. So make sure that's all full out. Has that done it all? Edit to the end. Right. Interesting. So let's see, what tempo is it? 68. Like I said, I've got to believe that there is a bug with that, because this is coming at 68. And obviously the tune is 85 BPM, so hopefully that should now match clip. 4 bar length. Zoom out just to check. Yeah, okay, so we're cooking with gas. So now I can delete all of that stuff. I'll copy it. You want to switch off the not that one. You want to switch off the effects. If you're going to do it like that, I could just copy it. I could, do you know what? Just for the sake of argument, I'll copy it to a new one. So copy. Right, so that's fine now, so I can switch that back on. Doesn't matter. That's fine. So I can have my end track. And this is what's beauty about this. You can learn loads of things as you're going along. So now I could have these as my recording tracks, and this is my finished track. Practice a force like I was a Sith Lord, channeling my sound through what I can afford. Many might applaud, others who are frauds. Something in another chalkboard. Practice a force like I was a Sith Lord, channeling my sound. And then I could just get an EQ on there. I could go to town on it and whatever, you know, and say, all right, well, I think maybe I could do a parametric EQ and go through there and say, oh, well, I want to nice this up, who knows, I don't know, whatever. Practice a force like I was a Sith Lord, channeling my sound through what I can afford. Many might applaud. Try and find the sound I want. Okay, this has been 15 minutes, or maybe it's not. I don't know, we'll see if I edit it. But okay, I hope that helps. Like I say, melodymedic.com, and check back, drop comments, ask me any questions. I'll try and show you as much as I know. We'll learn together. Nice one. Peace.